family's back together.
Boom.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
it? And the extended family. It's the extended family too.
I know.
This is so much fun.
Tim, say hello.
Hey guys, Tim.
Yay!
Hey,
Hey,
What's
Tim.
up, Tim?
Timbo,
The invasion begins.
Damien.
Sonia. Hello, Sonia. You're there. You're normally off doing something.
I am. Hey, everybody. I'm here.
Yo.
Sonia.
Hi, Sonia.
Hey, everyone.
Paula, have you said hello?
Not
Hi,
yet.
Paula.
Hi, everybody. This is Paula from Texas.
Paula
Hey, Paula.
from
Hi, Paula.
Texas,
Hi, Paula.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
the home of Rudy's Barbecue.
I was actually going to take a picture of Rudy's the other day.
Oh,
Send it to you.
oh, all
What part
right.
of Texas?
Rudy's,
Christy.
Rudy's. That's all we need to know. Rudy's,
Okay.
Rudy's.
Good.
Yeah, I was down that
You'll
way.
just have to.
I was down that way just yesterday.
Wow.
Cool. And Kathy, I saw your pork. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That is something 20's going to test.
It is awesome.
Oh, you don't do this. It's not even. Anyway.
20 should have seen the
Eight
chili I made a
o'clock.
couple of days ago with ground lamb and minced pork bacon.
Mm.
Oh.
There's some yums happening.
Mm.
Hi, Tariq. Apparently you had a great call the other day.
Yeah, I did. Hi, everybody. Tariq here from Kuala Lumpur.
Hey, Tariq.
Hi, Tariq.
Hi, Trey.
Tariq.
You
Nice.
can make it.
Boom.
Yeah, glad I could.
Bum, 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 bum.
I guess,
Kill your videos, gang. Like I see
Yeah.
Iggy.
Hi.
Guys that came and went.
Iggy. Hi, Iggy.
And I seriously kill your
Hi.
fucking videos.
Hi, Brother Raccoon.
I don't have my video on for some reason, but I all
no,
of a sudden see
turn
it popped up.
turn it off because it'll
Jesse.
kill the call.
Cool.
No, but mine is off.
It is now. Gotta love tech. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Gotta
because
love-
it said it was off. I didn't realize if it was on or not then.
Well, it is. The screen
tell
just
you
popped up and saw a bunch of people's videos. So maybe that's, yeah, I gotta love tech.
Zoom, by the way, sends me this email and they say, hey, starting today, whatever dates is for the 6th,
Yeah.
right? Or the 5th. Fuck it, whatever it is for you guys. Starting on the 5th, all Zoom meetings are going to default to password only and waiting room and some other
Yeah.
bullshit. And it's like, right, if you have anything scheduled, go get the invite and resend it so that they have the new invite. And it's like, new invite? Wow, man. So it's like, all right. So I go in and there is no new invite. And I watch their video again and their little help thing. And it's like, well, there's a password. And it's like, there's no fucking password. So I gotta love tech. Who knows what they're doing behind
Yeah,
the scenes.
they're encouraging everybody to password protect it because I guess they're being hacked and whatnot.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
so
people
so
were
what's new?
hijacking them and putting porn on or something.
Nice. I hope it's good.
It's like that'd be
It
pretty.
just got
funny,
excited.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Got
everybody's
excited.
going, free porn, cool.
We're all like,
Boom.
woohoo.
Some of you guys know I was at the pool with Cube and I told him when Cube's talking about what a tragedy it is with all the entertainment going to stop. And I told him, I said, free porn. They're going to give away free premium porn. You watch.
You
And I swear to God.
I said it happened right away.
Yeah, and it was within an hour. I saw it on Apple News. I'm like, Cube, I didn't see this, right? Like, I'm serious. Like, yeah. Pornhub's giving away free porn to Italy. Fuck. And now it's everywhere. So,
Right, like just a day after you announced they were giving it away to Italy, it was here too.
boom. See, I'm imagining lovingly for you, Jesse. Cool. Shall we dive in on that note? Because I got a lot of stuff. I got little bits I want to share. I want to hear from you guys all. So are we good to dive in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dive
in.
All right. So 2 things are different on this call. I love. Who remembers about different? What's different? Different is
Difference
what?
better than better.
Different is better.
Better than best.
Better than
It's
best.
better than better and better than best. I love different. And so this call here is a reunion call. Obviously, most of you know each other in some way or another. There's probably a new voice or two for some of you. That's cool. This excites the shit out of me because I want to do this once in a while. I'm not going to say like every 7 minutes or days or whatever, but I'd like to do this once in a while. You guys game for that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Totally.
Oh, hells yes.
Yeah.
And
I
this
think we've been
particular
asking
one,
for it actually.
well, yes, some of you, more than once.
Yeah.
So, and I love you dearly. So the second thing, so this is a reunion call. That's difference number one. Difference number two, I want to release this call to the world. So don't talk about shit that you don't want to talk about or whatever, because I'd like to release the enthusiasm, the energy, the chat that we have here out. Because the number one thing behind Dream Driven Day is a lot of you guys have heard me rant about, and you've probably discovered on your own at different levels too, or new levels as well, is when there's a dread, people dive into distractions. And it's like, fuck, here's my dread-driven day. Are they going to have shit paper? So you have test, operate, test, exit. Test, shit paper or no, doesn't matter, I'm going to look at porn. Right? Yeah, done with porn, got to go buy shit paper. It's so, and we there's this level of dread and distraction in the world right now. They need us. Just to, and I know a lot of you guys are doing what I'm doing. Is when you go out, when you have contact with someone virtually or physically, I guarantee you're not the one holding their breath and praying that you don't die. You're probably the one that's actually being an angel.
No, I'm breathing on people.
Breathing. Hoo-ha.
I was dancing in the supermarket aisle the other day.
Oh. We're probably saying,
Why
oh,
not?
fuck. Yeah, at least that guy with the hat's
Why
not
doesn't
here.
that surprise me?
I'm so with you.
Angus,
Well,
yeah,
it's
Angus
fun
was so
too.
embarrassed.
Go ahead.
It's fun too.
I was just
because
saying,
even
Angus
people with
was
the mask.
The fun deficit disorder. I'm talking real fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where do we dive in? Who wants to give updates? Again, I got shit I want to ramble out and get in there, but again, the two big things on this call: first, it's a reunion call. Second, this one I want to release. I just want to put it out there because it's a gift. It literally for me. This is us giving to you, you guys giving to us and to each other, and us giving to the world. I just want this giving ring to just to grow. I want this to be the epidemic that everyone remembers. So
That's nice.
fuck,
I
man.
like that.
Yeah.
I saw
This is
two
worth
people.
sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's next?
All right.
I'll go.
Nope. There we go.
Okay, so as y'all know, I've been having these absolutely euphoric moments in this weirdness, and then kind of go back to, oh my God, I need toilet paper. But mostly it's been okay. It's like, it's all good. It's all changing. And everybody's wanted a change. Everyone on this planet has wanted a change.
Here
so
we
now
go.
you're getting to see it.
Yep.
And so
Yes.
that's one of the things that I try to tell people when they start talking about it. I go, okay, but you said you wanted to spend more time with your child, and now you are. But you said you wanted not to have to work so hard, and now you are.
Yes.
Everybody's got something that they wanted to do, and now they can and are. And so when you think about, they say, "Oh, well, I just want to go back to normal." I go, no, you don't. You really don't want to go back there again. You want to pick out the things that worked right now, that you cherish right now, and keep those. Let the rest of it die. Okay.
Yeah.
Boom. That's it.
Go.
Perfect, Tanya. Perfect.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. You know, this whole thing of I want it to go back to, it ain't going back. This to me is the ultimate. I want my ex back. My ex made me feel this way. You really want the fuck, man. No,
No,
it's
it's
time.
Thelma and Louise.
Here we go.
We just Thelma and Louise this thing.
By the way, today's smoke is a CAOMX2. Fuck, is this good? It's a dark, oily Maduro. If Victoria was a cigar, this is what should be today.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Oh, it's good. Who's next? Keep them coming.
All right, so let's go back to being the kitty.
I love that even already you guys are saying, right, here's my gift to you, to the world. You know, boom. Kitty, go.
I've noticed as I've been playing with being the kitty and touching and being touched that even though I'm still only playing with the touching with my eyes thing, I'm getting people well within the 6 foot 2 meters thing that are, if they're not actually touching me, they're still just not quite touching me, and they're well within that range of what the recommendations were. It's like just noticing that even the ones that are bundled up and look like they're going out for a winter storm for fear of even just skin contact are still patting me on the shoulder or shaking my hand. Or
I'm noticing even when people don't touch me, that they're still touching me.
That's nice. I got that.
There were two from the pool at the market yesterday, and they were both like the undulations of the spine. Ooh, hey, you know, yeah, and the eyes and the vibrancy and the tonality. It's you know, we can still bathe each other. Why not? It's the isolation, yeah, that's gonna. Nice kitty. Perfect. You're doing the stray cat strut.
that and the really playing with the raccoon thing. That's why I changed my display name today, was how many people can I lead to go look at the mountain and then let them decide whether they're ready to try to walk to it or not.
Yeah, totally. Get him pissed. Remember with raccoon when they jump up, when you got to crouch low. This is the crouching low phase for a lot of people. You get to jump really high and go wow, and then they end up in the river. And what happens? They're pissed. Fuck. Yay! Nice. We got you out of fear. We got you up to anger. Oh, the fun begins.
Yo,
your turn.
I've just come back in on the call, and I'm told that we're talking about some stuff that we've noticed or something.
Yep. By the way, this is a public call. We're giving this one away to everyone in the world. So just a heads up in case you weren't here.
Cool. Yep. Yeah, no, I wasn't here. Thank you.
Cool.
But I'm cleanly shaven now and ready for work, so it's all good.
Cleanly shaven. I must admit I like you cleanly shaven. So go on.
A few days growth is better, but you know.
So I'm just going to dive in with kind of half an idea of what we're talking about, but with the whole situation that's gone on, for me, what I noticed, it was really easy to put aside whether I was going to get sick or not, because that's kind of one I've played with a lot in the past, because I used to get sick a lot. I used to get flus all the time. I used to have really bad hay fever that would just knock me absolutely to hell and back regularly in the spring and summer seasons and all that kind of stuff. So that was really quite easy. The one that wasn't was it's going to kill me. I'm asthmatic. I've got some bronchial problems like I've always had. Whenever I'd gotten sick, I've always had real problems with respiratory stuff. So this sucker's going to kill me. If I catch this is going to get me. So it was a strange, like, sitting with that. I know that I'm not going to get sick because I don't get sick. I'm all good. But in the background, there's this, it's going to fucking kill me. So I had to look at that. And for me, it just, for me, it all went back to like the decisions that I made when I was little about how when Andrew just goes on free reign and does what he does, everything gets fucked up. he always ends up in trouble. It always goes pear-shaped, and it's really not fun. So that's kind of the one that I've looked at and played with over the last few weeks. Is like, it's not necessary that I need to believe that everything is going to go horribly fucking wrong when I feel like I'm fine.
Nice. Let's
And
call that
funny as fuck. Like,
go. Let's call that reconciliation.
And it was I had one day in particular where I was really bouncing in and out of it, and lo and behold, I'm struggling, or bouncing in and out of this whole, am I okay? Is it going to go fucked up? Am I okay? Is it going to go fucked up? And the next thing that happens is the building next door's got an 8-story high tower that's, for pumping bitumen tarmac, and going and doing roads and stuff, and the whole place goes up in flames. I'm like, right, okay, thank you. I get it, I'm okay.
Nice.
I don't need to be scared. It's all good. And then off the back of that, a funny little, completion to that, I suppose, is I've had to go out the front to guide our customers because they've got fire hoses all along the footpath and stuff, and they can't get in and out of our business, and end up chatting with the guy out the front who's directing traffic, and he just happens to be one of the guys that was up the top of the 8-story thing when it went up in flames. And he's, oh my God, I couldn't, I haven't even contacted my wife. My phone's still up there. I had to just bail out. And so I've just looked at him and handed him my phone and said, mate, call her. And that beautiful little connection on the back of that was like, he's just looked at me and just like dropped, like, oh my God, thank you. And straight away called his wife, obviously, said, I'm all right, babe, it's all good. It was just like, yeah, okay, yeah, we've completed that one.
It's funny, like borrowing a cell phone was nothing 2 months ago. Yeah, now they're saying disinfect your devices. Don't let anyone touch it. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Nice. So he had a big
so
win.
I hope that semi fits with where you were going with that 20.
Works for me. It's funny. We got the big tree taken out, as you know, and then a couple days later we get these 50K gusts of wind. I think they were a lot higher than that. I think that tree would have come down, and and because that one was already on the ground, we lost one at the edge of the property, right at the edge. It's an inconvenience. It destroys a project Victoria was working on. But it also makes it a better project her because now we're going right. So what do we really want? Different, yeah. It's going to be a different thing now, but it's fascinating.
Yeah.
So the pressures are being released. Let's say the whole earthquake quote. Who's next?
I'll go 20. It's Jen. So this has never been about the germ for me. Never, not one day. This has been
So you don't have a germ-driven day?
Nope.
Yeah,
Not during this. Like it the first time that I went out in public, I could feel a little rush of, oh my God, I need and actually I didn't even go for toilet paper. I went for mustard because I cannot do a day without mustard. So,
all right, so that's my grass-fed butter. Go on.
Yeah.
So, but I felt that and I thought, wow, that I don't want to experience again. So we did a little bit of work around that. But this has truly been about me personally bringing up my fears. And I'm experiencing love on a level I've never experienced it before. And I always thought of myself as a very loving being. And I'm telling you, I'm not sure if there are different there has to be different levels rather, of love because...
Can I go back to layers? I like layers better than levels.
Layers, okay. Layers of love. Because I was just noticing the other day, And Tony, I know this is out for the public, so we're free to go with language here.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So, like, I can genuinely say to somebody, I love you without worrying about, like, I want to go fuck you. You know, like, it's completely different.
Yep.
You know, and really how I interpret that very briefly in having that conversation with somebody. And, you know, I couldn't even speak with them fluently because they spoke a different language. But, like, there was just some kind of soul connection.
Yep.
And motherfucker, that was nice. That I felt just blessed, and I'm like, I wanted to just like capture that and just go sprinkle that, because that was really beautiful, really beautiful. Now along with that, there I have been experiencing really intense moments of just crying, but I pay attention to it briefly and I allow it to happen, and immediately followed by a feel it real session, and I can breathe again. It's just this whole this is, I feel blessed. I am so blessed to be part of this pandemic. Truly blessed. You know, and I've had some clients call me crazy. I don't care. You know, because this is what I'm creating. It's pure beauty.
You know, it's interesting. In 1918, the flu epidemic was in New York. A couple of you guys have shared the little newspaper clipping, or the little article about the media not being an asshole back then. And
put it up.
yes, yeah, I saw Scott. Yep. So 1922, Neville goes where? To New York City, right? 4 years after it's all gonna die, right? Ain't that funny? You know, 1933, he meets Abdullah. A lot of people don't get the timeline here. But it's like he went to New York City to preach the word of God, even though he was fairly clueless at the time. He knew it, but obviously he dicked around and did the elevator operator thing. Yeah, imagine that. I mean, imagine you go to New York City to preach the word of God. You're still not sure what your message is, so you hide in an elevator. Any of you guys interested in hiding in elevators? Or do you think the average person's interested in hiding in an elevator?
No.
I mean, no, right? It's 1922. The flu epidemic went through, right? Killed a lot of people, I guess. I couldn't tell you.
COVID were hard to find back then. So right now, it's everyone's hiding in their house in their little huts. That's a fascinating part too, because I live in. It's funny seeing the different things that you see on the see around the country, like how many people are hiding in place, and like I go out and I still see a lot of people out there, and it's just like I think that everything's fascinating. That the same pattern people follow, like at least here in the States, where people start talking about constitutional rights and what this means, what that means, and then other people say, "Fuck you! You need a hunker in place. You're going to kill everybody." It says, "Well," it's like I don't really know where to go with that one too. I just think it's kind of fascinating on the
You should tell him, you shouldn't fuck with a black man. It's like, but you're stone cold white. There's not a cell of pigment in Gaz's body, you know. So,
nope.
Yeah. Why are you looking at me? You don't pick on the black man. Fuck, man. Did you use the word inquisitive?
Fascinating. I used
fascinating. There's this whole thing of when we're little children, we're fascinated, we're inquisitive, we're curious. Yeah. Versus you got people that are confident that they're going to get it, confident that they're not.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to kill confidence.
Yeah, and another thing is about confidence. What made me think about there too is I see social media or other things like that where everyone blames Trump for not reacting quick enough. I'm going, well, wait a minute. So he's responsible for everything that happened in any other country. Yeah.
Yeah.
What does Neville say? That they'll blame the president. God, I wish I had the quote on my tongue. Anyway, yeah, for your success, for your failure, for whatever.
Yep.
All right. Meanwhile, back at the French. I love your curious. God, you're still fucking giggling. He flies around the world with a leg that shouldn't be in an airplane. He goes home, gets it fixed, and now he takes walks.
Yep.
When he,
And I'm all upset because actually, technically, I can go to the dog park, but my theory behind that is like I can probably go for a walk around the block, and where I'd have to park my car to where the dog park is, it's probably a good half mile from where the main
Damn.
street is to where the dog park is. So, well, we'll go to other. And funny, I ran into this other lady I haven't seen a long time when I went to the store, the gardening store, to go pick up stuff for my garden because it's springtime. I gotta like get my vegetable garden going and other stuff like that. And on the way, she was heading out. I was heading in. And she goes, "Oh, hey, Gemma!" Gemma like ran and tried to jump on her, and so she said, "Oh, go to this other park. There's a lot of people hang out there around these certain times." And going, "Cool. Well, maybe we're gonna do a meetup one of these days."
go bless him.
Yes.
I want to segue into Bruce Roop says hi. He couldn't make it, but he wanted to let everyone know him and Moses say hello. So,
Hey,
those of you
Bruce.
who know Bruce,
Hey.
boom,
Bruce,
dog
Hey,
park
Bruce.
people. Who's next? Keep 'em coming.
I
Keep cheering you.
wanted to say that, hi everybody, it's Sarah calling from Italy.
Hi, Sarah.
Hiya. I was listening to Jen before, and it dawned on me during this period how wonderful it is that there's going to be such a renaissance. We're not going to be seeing anything the way we saw it before. And with the social distancing, some of the people that I'm socially distancing, really, they have to just stay out of my hair now. And it dawned on me how great this is. Keep them away from me. And then there are other times when I say, wow, I'm feeling this feeling of love towards certain people and a closeness that I didn't feel before. And I'm seeing that people are being kinder while others are being just so paranoid. Like there are two groups that are working together. And I'm just, I can't say that I'm really enjoying it because I have to wear a mask and I have to have gloves when I get out of the house. But the people that I don't want to see, like they're not coming anymore. And the people that I want to see, they're just coming and it's just working out in a nice way. So I'm really grateful for this period, even if everybody is going crazy about it. And, you know, I mean, we have plenty of toilet paper. I don't want you people to worry about sending me toilet paper, but we've got all of that stuff.
So you're one of the orders.
So how are you for mustard?
Mustard, we've got plenty of mustard too.
All right, cool. So Jen knows where to go.
Absolutely. Come on over.
Good on you for being the blessing, you know, because I really get the whole yeah, fuck it, I can't remember the technical term. That if when you're being blessed, you're being the blessing. When you're being the blessing, you're being blessed, and just choosing to give life to, you know, isn't this cool? I mean, I go out and I see the lovely people. Cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Why not?
You do.
Yeah. God, I hit the shops and like you know they basically have squares marked on the floor at a lot of the shops, and it's like, yeah, you get to still be the blessing. Yeah, fuck, man, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I didn't put them down on our floors because people are so kind that if not more than two people come into the store, they wait outside and they distance themselves even outside and they have these long distance conversations. So people are getting closer than they were before. And it's just that the people that don't want to come, they just don't come. So that's fine too. I mean,
Yep.
you know, be paranoid at home.
I like that part where you say people become closer, but also like although like you have all this social distancing thing that people talk about, people are becoming closer. And it's like going back to like in the dream driven days, being able to touch with your eyes and just being able to touch a person without touching them.
Yes.
Becomes closeness. Like, look, this is a group call. Come on, there's like people from around the world, and like we know some of us know each other, and others new voices and all that, and it's like what a wonderful thing that is. We got.
Yeah, I think it's about 4 continents that are here tonight.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Lovely Sarah. Thank you. Who's next?
Hey there.
GM.
What up? So, excuse me. So this was kind of interesting. I had started to kind of feel it reel into the feeling of home. You know, where is home? What is home? What is the sense of at homeness?
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, the world is like, everybody stay home.
Okay.
It's like, okay, well,
Your fault.
Not the bridge I was expecting, but okay, cool. So, you know, I've actually been enjoying and, you know, been working remotely and sort of thinking creatively. And I've also been feeling into that sense of, you know, of financial security, prosperity, call it what you want. It almost feels weird to like hang a name on it because it feels reductive versus just like shelling out in the state, right?
Yep.
And so I've been like just sort of enjoying that and enjoying reaching out to folks all over and enjoying not having to go out and be obliged to do stuff or be sitting in an office. And so it's like it's kind of working out well. And I'm imagining lovingly for everybody, whatever the heck their experience of whatever this stuff is. But I'm also noticing an opportunity show up. It's like, oh, I'm just going to imagine that everybody is being blessed by their experience right now of whatever the heck you want to call this stuff. And when I did that, it was like, okay, good. I don't have to try and determine what that outcome is. I don't have to fix the world. You know, the sort of spiral principle can do what it's doing. The wheel of recurrence can do what it's doing. But I can imagine lovingly for me and for everybody else, and it all kind of just shakes out. So I've sort of been enjoying that and just sort of enjoying the sense of, you know, how about feel blessed, how about feel blessing, and not worry so much about, oh my God, what's next? Blah, 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 blah.
Great.
And that's been really refreshing. I know some folks out there who are desperately wondering what is the next thing, waiting for that theoretical other shoe to drop and whatever else. And I'm kind of delighted that I don't find myself drawn into that. Instead, it's like I've got this lovely sort of interlude of looking inward and just kind of enjoying that. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment.
I love that you mentioned feeling home. I was feeling home before I showed up here and eventually showed up here. And I love our home. You all know that. Victoria and I have a very special home here. And what's really cool, I get these emails from people. They say, I'm stuck in my house. I'm going mad. And it's like time to start feeling at home.
Right.
Ah.
Oh my God.
I wonder how many houses, because these people have been going to work, you know my rant about traffic, right? They've been sitting in traffic, eating 7-Eleven coffee to pay for an overpriced car, to pay the mortgage on a house that they don't spend any time in. And now it's like, you get to discover home. How fucking cool is this? You get to discover home. And it might be where you are, it might be somewhere else, but you get to discover you're not stuck in your house. You've got this lovely opportunity to come home, to be at home.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man.
And the funny thing is, you know, if you can go about it with a sense of humor in the best way, like even out and about. So in Los Angeles, the mayor said, okay, everybody put something over your face when you're out, and, you know, even if it's just like a scarf. I'm like, oh my God. I need to go to the bank. Wow, I've never gone into a bank and seen it
with a hanky on,
with like a mask over my face. This is kind of cool. So I'm like, all right, we'll do this. So, you know, I put on a Bob's Big Boy hat, which
that's great.
Yeah, anybody who's not in the States, it's like this kind of cartoonish character that's
Photo,
associated
please.
with like you know, I will send you the photo. And not only that, I'll send you the photo, but you will see in the background behind me, the guy standing in front of me in line was wearing a mask as well. It was a scuba mask over his eyeballs, and then he had a snorkel.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh my God, this is the most hilarious thing ever. So yeah, you know, I find you can take the sense of joy, the sense of humor out along with you. And even if somebody's behind a mask that's covering 98% of their face, you can still see that smile start to crinkle around their eyes. And more importantly, you both can feel it. So it's like, all right, let's
yeah, their eyes smile.
Yeah.
My favorite one was the guy that showed up in the Batman mask, and they said, what are you doing?" He goes, "You said mask."
Yep, that's it. Yeah, you know, there's somebody out there that's really brilliant right now. They're doing a Google fundraiser thingy do. They're raising like $1 million to build. They're building conversion kits for snorkel masks so that you can wear them to not get COVID, right? And it's like, fuck, man, this is fabulous. And you read their thing, and it's like, we don't guarantee this will do anything. but it's like, fuck, man. I mean, they're raising a fuck ton of money to build snorkeling conversion kits. It's like, oh my God. Like, all right, have fun. You know, make your million, buy an island. Come on down. I'd love to meet you. Just, you know, like you said, just for the humor.
Right. Yeah, because my God, it's like the world could use some humor right now, right? It's like, it's God damn, what are we giving life to, and what are we animating things with? Like I've been sitting out on my balcony at my apartment and talking to all my neighbors as they walk by below, and you know, the people walk by and the kids walk by, and people are walking their dogs and one thing. And I keep having all these lovely conversations with people, and it's nice. So it's like, okay.
So you're bathing them as they take their walk.
Hell yes.
Yes.
It's like a shower because you're up top.
Yeah, exactly. Just bring them love. Just bring in some love. That's all.
Yep.
I'm so giddy on this call. This is so beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, I'm good at giddy.
Speaking of giddy, funny when you were talking earlier, you're talking about like your thing with like being in traffic compared to listening to traffic.
Yep.
I was watching a video, and there's this one guy that people are saying, "What are you doing?" There he is sitting like at his computer desk with the steering wheel in front of him with a dash cam of like traffic.
Boom.
So I'm missing. So what are you doing?
I'm missing
my traffic.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been weird. It's been weird for me waking up, not waking up. Time change we just had yesterday, day before, whatever it was. But it's like, with the different levels of traffic, I guess my body is programmed to wake up when I hear a specific number of cars per minute or something.
Right.
And it's like well, now I'm waking up because I got to take a shit or because it's funny, man. It's just really interesting the difference. We get to discover triggers at a different level, because so many people were triggered by the old lady paying in pennies before. Fuck, man. Yeah.
Well, speaking of triggers, I've been noticing good ones. You know, just that's a really good thing for me is, instead of always looking at why I'm not doing good, I'm now noticing I've had all these fun buns that have actually been coming in constantly and consistently because I've been able to change just that little change, and it's every single day. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been doing this so good for so long because I've been able to change those little tiny things. And had I not, there's no way to be here. And also, I want to let you know, Pillberry said he wanted to be on here, and he says, I'm the powerhouse of sexual magnetism.
All right, let's all repeat after Scott. Bill Perry is the powerhouse of sexual magnetism.
Bill Perry is
Bill Perry is a powerhouse of sexual magnetism.
Oh, listen to the belief behind that. Oh,
was Bill talking about you or talking about himself?
Anyway, so you know how many people are gonna.
He was talking about Bill Perry.
So they're gonna all look him up now, right? Everyone in the world's gonna go, "Fuck, man, who's this Pillberry they're talking about? Let's look him up."
You know, there's not often when I have no words, right?
Well, all I know is if you pulled your hair out, that would tell us something else too. You know.
I'm glad I can facilitate that.
That would take a while.
It would.
Just checking in. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yay.
Thank you, my lovely.
Hoo-ha. Who's next?
You're welcome.
How come nobody tells Bill Perry to get fucked?
Yo, it's him.
I mean, hey, Bill, I'm sorry. I thought that was the same thing. Sorry, Bill.
Hey, real quick, since it's around the middle of the call, not really yet. For those who've joined late, we're releasing this one to the public. So feel free to say whatever you want, but know that this one's going to go out so a lot of people can listen in and catch the wave. So, Joe, sorry about QRMing you, but just wanted to get that out. So
now it's time to watch our language.
Fuck no. I watch my language. I use that pie chart you gave me.
Right?
Oh, that was a good chart.
Yeah.
If that was a thing, Joe, he wouldn't have given you the code to get on this call.
True. So, I mean, when he invites me, I figure green light.
Green light.
Exactly.
That's right. Yeah. I actually had someone the other day. So I did one of the 3 coaching calls I've actually done this year, because she wanted it and she kept imagining getting it, and she said something like about swearing. It's like, fuck yeah, Jesus, fuck. I can't help it. I mean, you swear your little heart out, you know. Just so, Joe, go for it. How you doing? What's up? What do you want to tell us? Tell the world.
Let me think. I am a little tired. I forgot about the call, but I'm on.
Cool.
What else? Yeah, like a lot of people in this group in particular, and other people outside of this group, a lot of people I've found were absolutely delighted that the world was put on hold. That
good way to put it.
I was just like, great. I was absolutely fine with it. A number of Verizon garages were shut down in New Jersey because someone tested positive for COVID-19. And those guys in the garages, the other people in the garages, if someone came down with it, they said, okay, this garage is quarantined for 2 weeks. Everybody in this garage go home for 2 weeks, paid. And I thought, wow, that's fucking awesome. I said, why don't I imagine that too? How cool would it be if my garage, somebody comes down, I don't want to come down with it, but imagine if someone comes down with it and then they close the garage and I get the 2 weeks off paid. That's awesome. And the next fucking day, somebody comes down with it at my garage, but he was on late shift. So they said, we're going to quarantine the garage to sanitize it. But this guy was late shift. No one came in contact with him. So you guys can just all go back to work. I said, go fuck your dead mother, you bastard. It was one of those, I've discussed it before. Like I'll have a hybrid manifestation. I get half of what I want because I didn't put everything into it. So I did have my garage shut down, but I still had to go to work. I got half of what I wanted. So I of course, more effort on my part is required here.
Someone out there is going to say you're imagining negatively for another. So let's kill that one real quick, because you're not imagining negatively for another. Yeah, and I get that you get that, but I also get that someone else there is going to be going, "Oh my God, this dickhead imagined 2 people in his business unit going down so he could have 2 weeks off." It's like, no. Neville gave some interesting case studies on this, and it's like you're just imagining 2 weeks off. And it's like, all right. And it's interesting because it's like, in order for someone to get this, they have to accept it into their lives in some way. And Andrew talked about this earlier and as well. And it's like, no, like my thing, I don't have time for this. This is unacceptable. The world may be on hold, but I'm still boogieing. I'm figuring out, what do I do next? How do I amp things up? So I just want to toss that in. So
I want to
toss it and
add
stick
something,
back to
like
you.
explore something else with that part there too, is because he also says, it's like, obviously, like Joe was imagining having time off, but at the same time, this is like kind of logical or illogical or whatever it is. But what's comes natural to what you experience is, oh well, the garage got shut down, because that's kind of, first of all, what is natural. You like, first, I don't want to like imagine someone getting sick and dying, but the whole thing is, I just imagine the garage getting shutting down, so that's
Right.
work's gonna stop.
But by the way, it's a middle too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anytime we can notice, oh man, I gave life to a middle. That's cool. Next, what do I really want? Yeah, I want to hang out for 2 weeks. This will be fun. I'll work on my shit. Cool.
Yeah, that's what I have to. What is it? Precision is the order of the day. That,
you got it.
Otherwise you're not. Yeah, you're a specificity anyway. But yeah, that. What else? I have a sister-in-law. My brother died in a car accident a few years back,
right.
And then just months ago, his former wife came down with stomach cancer, and I've been doing my best to put that into remission, and I'm still working that out. That my three grown nieces, my brother's daughters, reeled from his loss, and then we're reeling at this news like it's so fucking unfair. We just buried our dad 2 fucking years ago. And I was doing my feel it real sessions to the best of my abilities, and that I would feel perfectly about it and go to bed. And then I just hear a few days ago, one of my nieces said, yeah, it looks like she has a couple of weeks left. And I'm like, motherfucker, why the fuck is this not doing what I wanted to do? And if you hear anyone hears buzzing, all of a sudden I'm getting text messages from idiots. Excuse me. But anyway, but I don't know. I have a bunch of coworkers sharing the latest and the greatest news. So, but yeah, I'm trying to get something done, and even though I've a number of times I've done it and it felt like a perfect feel it real session, I seem to be getting the opposite result that I want.
Cool. Let's know this specific one real quick. Remember, we can't change when we die.
True.
So I would imagine the daughters. How would you feel knowing the daughters were all happy? How would you feel knowing that she's okay? Just sort of chunking up a little bit there. It makes it so much easier because it's like my buddy Jim that died from the dog park. It was obvious when he was going. Yeah, it was like, yep, yeah, there's some things he can't do anymore. Jim ain't gonna stick around, and he didn't. And it's like he wouldn't have wanted to stick around for all this dumb shit, right? So it's like, he's on his next adventure, and I know for some people it's almost like it's such a relief to me knowing I can't make myself live one day longer or die one day sooner, but I can determine the quality of my life. And I honestly feel like I'll live for quite some time. Whether or not my body does, we'll find out. But I really get that, fuck man, this is definitely my best life ever. And whatever the next adventure is, the next adventure is. So you can really relieve that pressure that you'd feel knowing it's up to me to make her live longer or up to me to heal her or whatever. And just get, you know what, you can just imagine whatever the outcome is as far as the day she dies, whether it's next week or in 50 years, imagine her happy. Imagine them happy. Yeah, and I bet that'll give heaps to you and them.
Also, as you told that story about Jim from the dog park, it sounded like a number of people had the consensus he wasn't going to be around longer. I'm wondering if that kind of worked against them.
Well, remember, you can't change the day when.
Right.
But his quality of life wasn't what he wanted. It's one of those things, and here's the joke that we keep telling here. Jim made it to every Grand Prix that was here. Every single one. He was a race car guy.
Oh, that's cool.
Jim didn't go because he was dying. They canceled the Grand Prix.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
Boom.
Wow.
Recognize.
Word.
That's status.
Word.
Jim can't make it, so
yeah,
we're done here.
Jim can't make it. Boom, we're done here. Wow.
20.
Cool. I can see the announcer. Ladies and gentlemen, and just to let you know that Jim could not make it here today, and you hear the whole audience go, "Oh!" and everybody walk out.
Yeah,
That's
Mr.
cool.
Grand Prix can't make it. Right. Jen, I heard you in the background.
Yeah, so you said you can't change the day when.
Correct.
I'm not sure if I've heard this.
Everything has its own appointed hour.
Vikings believed in this too, but there was no.
I find this it relieves a lot of stress and pressure because, like, and I got this a long, long time ago, and it was like, right, and this doesn't mean you get reckless, right? Yeah, it just means like I'll notice like we were going to get Emmett groomed, and I told Victoria it's not time. Yeah, it's just not time to get him groomed, and we
heartbreaking.
I did give him a bath. Emmett and I took a bath, and I thought of you the whole time, Joe.
Schmuck, Joe.
Sorry. Hey, he's mellowing out in his midlife, Joe. So next time you see him.
Yeah, I keep hearing that. That's so awesome.
Yeah, for some reason, Leanne mentioned your name, and Emmett had to go.
Emmett's like, could I be 1% less of a douchebag today? Yeah, but that ain't me. I gotta be me, people.
I gotta be me.
That sounds like you, Joe.
I still think they're soulmates.
Yeah. Well, except one thing, I never tried to bite Emmett. All right. So there are some things I don't do.
Well, there's always next visit, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of things I want to chuck in there, if I may.
Go.
The first one is, Joe, fuck, I love you, man.
Thank you, Andrew.
I just want you to hear that, buddy.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the other bit, that whole, you can't change the day. For me, what I hear when when I've explored that and what I hear when you're saying that, 20, is it kills every fucking opportunity for looking for signs and chasing your tail in the middle.
Yep.
Kills every opportunity to look for what? Signs?
Looking for signs, and you end up chasing your tail fucking stuck in the middle. You can't change the day. You're only in now. Just keep moving.
That's one reminds me of like I was a few weeks ago. I posted something on there. So if you read, it's like, long story short, is I wrote an obituary many years ago instead of writing goals, and I lived 130. And kind of like I experienced this. Wow, that is cool.
I love this.
And so, if anything, like this new virus or whatever new virus comes in, or whatever comes along, always have to remember is I already lived to 130. So that whatever this is coming about me, what I'm seeing is not a sign, because I already know that I've already lived to that age.
Now that just shifted something for me. Gaza, thank you.
Yep.
It's interesting because when you really get and explore this, like I said, I feel like I'll live to about 200 or something, right? The cake and the face in the cake method. Cindy sent us that lovely cartoon. And it's, and like I said, whether or not I do, I really don't give a shit. I'd like to, because I want to see how the trees grow, right? and but at the same time, it's like, fuck, I don't have stress about trying to stay alive. Yeah, I'm just interested in what qualities do I want in my life today. That whole dream driven day thing. What are the qualities that I want in my life today? And so many people, I get stuck up on what's my real desire. There's the one group post going on right now about that. Then it led to another one. And it's like, your real desire is qualities of life. Your real, yeah, this is my real desire. I got a some qubit text. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is my real desire. It's always qualities of life, qualities that you can experience in your day. And it's like, fuck. Yeah, y'all sound like you're giving life to some yummy qualities.
Hey, 20.
Fabulous.
What is it? Other than seeing the trees get taller, what do you feel like at 200?
Fantastic.
Curious. Delighted. Well, I fucking win at backgammon. Fuck, she's been crushing me. I you know, it's interesting because I look at, like, Jim and I would talk when we'd go on our walks. Jim and I would sit on a stump while Cube and our other friend would go on a walk, and so Jim and I would talk, and we would talk about things like, in his lifetime, television came to Australia. Fuck, man. During his funeral, they mentioned how much he loved computers, and he really did. Oh my God. Yeah, he's been with computers since day one. We would talk about things like the old DEC rainbows and PDP 1170s and shit like I would buy and fuck with. And it's like, yeah, like it's, when I experienced the much older me, it's like, oh yeah. I mean, so many. I remember back when we used to have petrol-powered cars. I still got mine. Still needs a good bathing. It's got half the dog park in the back seat still.
And it's in your museum of your other BMWs?
Mm-hmm. It's sort of like
oh boy, I remember when we had petrol cars. Here they are. Everyone's going, wow.
Yeah. I'll give 10 grand for a liter of petrol so I can drive it around the park, or drive it around the estate here. Fuck, man. Somebody else was trying to join in. Who was that?
Yeah. Hi, it's Anya.
Anya.
Hi.
No, I don't know if you were here earlier. I'll just toss this out again. This is going public, so yeah, this call, we're going to release this one so everybody can ride the wave and get blessed by it. So just letting y'all know.
Yeah, sure.
Coolio.
Thanks. I was late. I suddenly saw your post in one of the groups on it. So thanks for that.
Cool.
And yeah, update. It was very timely how you talked about the appointed hour right now. I thought about it regarding my dog. As many of you know, she's very sick, and I think it's her time. And but the way you all talked about it, it's like it's not just the dog, it's all of us. And I hadn't really thought about that. So that shifted something in me.
What a lovely gift from you to you and your puppy to you and your puppy, and for you to us and into the world.
Yeah.
When you get this is real, this is not conceptual. When it hits you at another level of, this is that whole thing. Everybody wants a dream day. Oh, my dream day. You know, it's like a holiday. My dream driven day is not a holiday. We've got ups, we've got downs. Yeah. We've got water coming through the gutters. We've got a tree that falls down. We've got 2 years worth of firewood sitting in front of me right now. It's all, it always has its ups and its downs, but whenever you get, fuck, man, you know, like, the tree came down in its own appointed hour. Perfect timing, by the way. Yeah.
It's funny how you say that, because I hear a lot of people talking about living the dream, when a lot of people kind of like, usually say that when.
Oh, I always
when
say,
everything
whose
was-
dream are you living?
What's that?
I always say, whose dream are you living? Because they're not living anybody's dream.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I think 20 just kind of nailed it there too. It's like he's talking about dream-driven day, but he has all these things going
Oh, yeah, I
on, like
love that.
gutters leaking, and where a lot of people, when I hear people say like living the dream,
living the dream,
some hell's all breaking loose. But at the same time, it's like when I had a rental property where one of my neighbors was suing me over something really, really stupid. And my lawyer looked at it and says, "Oh my gosh, how do you deal with that?" I just looked and said, "Dude, I just live the dream. I just go where I want to go and do what I want to do." And she's just let her go off on her own thing, and we'll sort it out.
You can hear the truth in the tonality. Go ahead.
I love the way you said it because it connected for me about problems when when you're having a dream-driven day, you're gonna have more problems. You're gonna have different problems, which I like.
Different ones.
I like different.
So now you're still living your loving dream-driven day, but you might have an opportunity to go fix something because it flooded, or you might have an opportunity to go change this because as you said, your tree fell, and it's exciting how you just said that. Like, there's so many more connections that I just made.
So you all know in Dream Driven Day 3, the people get a one-on-one call, yada yada yada. And so Tariq and I have ours scheduled, right? Scott and I are scheduling one, and Sarah and I got to schedule one for this last round. But it's really cool because Tariq and I got it scheduled, and they're taking the tree down, right? And the noisiest hour where they're taking the tree down is the hour that I'm talking with Tariq. It's like, and I could have had the freak out because that, like 10 years ago, I'd be saying, "Fuck, man, fuck. How did I imagine? Fuck, bullshit, motherfuck. Why did I?" Maybe it was Tariq that imagined it up. Fuck, right? Versus,
yeah, it's my fault.
Yeah, it's your fault. It can't be mine. I'm perfect, right? I'm the cult leader, so I got to be perfect. But it's like Tariq and I get on the phone. I said, "Dude, sorry if it's noisy. Yeah, are you cool? Can you hear me?" He's like, "I can hear you. You sound great. Cool. Let's dive in." And we had a lovely call because we didn't go all COVID-19 on the tree, or the guy with the meter-long chainsaw out here taking off the stump. Fuck, man, that was like, whoa. I've never seen one that big, and he handled it like a pro. Like, wow. But anyway.
Hey, this is Iggy.
Iggy, yo.
Hey.
Hi.
So, hi. I'm sitting here with Xena, my little puppy, who's always the reason I have to mute the calls.
Coolio.
So the funniest thing just happened, and it's kind of a weird funny because my mom has dementia, and so it's been a really interesting way to kind of adapt and deal with it, because you need a lot of kind of understanding and not losing your shit when you're like, "Oh my God, what are you saying?"
Yep. What a gift
call.
you get to.
I really want to be on this call and everything's going to go right. And Mom was like, "Oh, I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed." I'm like, "Yes, this is going to work out." Well, that 10 minutes into the call, she starts yelling her head off. And I'm
You're cutting in and out a little bit.
You're what, Iggy?
Gotta love tech.
No, but I'll chime in though. If it's okay.
Sure. Yeah. If Iggy pops back up, we'll just let her pop back in. Go for it.
Yeah, sure. I think that I'm glad what Iggy said about not losing shit. I was telling you the other 20 about the day I was at the supermarket, and the lady was behind me and she didn't maintain her distance, and she coughed, and she wasn't wearing a mask. And I remember I was telling you about how I lost my shit, right? And that totally, I mean, everything around now is just giving a whole new level to the first lesson, right? The girls giggle, now the girl cough. and I remember I was telling you, I took everything. I didn't want to argue. I just dumped everything in my bag, drove back, and disinfected everything. And
yes.
It gave me time to revise what the hell am I imagining and what am I paying attention to right now. I mean, and when I people are posting stuff on WhatsApp group, and I accidentally glimpse to it when I don't really want to. What meaning am I giving to all that shit?
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
This
But
whole. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
This gives that whole girl's first lesson of manifesting mastery. Oh my God, what a hoot! Because has anybody here not sneezed, coughed, or cleared their throat in the past 3 weeks?
It's my nightmare.
It's like, fuck, I'm out of the loogie. Fuck, man. Sorry, but it's like we get to notice how fast can you imagine shit. Yeah, because
how long can you hold your breath? Yeah.
How long can you? Well, it's like I'm not going to clear my throat for the next 6 months.
Oh, I know, right?
Well, it's crazy, all of it. I mean, I go outside, I go to shops, and my daughter's all about, oh, you got to keep your distance, mom. You got to have 3 feet, 5 feet between us, and all of that shit. I don't care. I mean, maybe I should have, but I don't imagine that shit. Honestly, I only see the opportunities around me. I can't help it. And I think the world actually, in many ways, has been a better place.
It's going to be so cool.
I don't wish people dead or something, but it's just, there's so many good things about it. The climate changes, the waters are cleaner. I mean, yeah, lots.
I have no idea what's happening on the planet because I have no direct data on it. But I can say in my own personal world, it's fascinating. It's like, you know, if I'm noticing more people on the dog park, and we're noticing more people walking the trail across from the garden here, and it's like families are actually playing together. It's like, this is cool. I mean, there's so many opportunities to be the blessing. And so it's sort of like the goofy people that are making the scuba adapter kits. You know, they're doing a Indiegogo thing or whatever. And it's like, fuck, man, they're raising a couple $1 million before they build the device. You know, they're going to make some good money. You know, and they may change, you know, they may give some people some relief, or who knows. But it's like, you got a choice. You can sit here and imagine gloom and doom, or you can go play hopscotch in the health food store. That was fun. You know, I Zora Dean one day in the bottle shop. I walked in and I brandished my walking stick, and I was like, on guard. and he had the biggest giggle, and I says, yeah, you know, somebody in some country who watches all the video feeds thinks you're being held up right now. It's like, we're just having fun. Why not have fun?
Yeah, I think there's a fun deficit now going on, you know. And when you post something fun, everybody's so serious. I mean, like, we're supposed to. Somebody was like, I posted something Joe put on his page the other day. Something about 2019, lazy bastard. 2020 responsible adult. And I posted that somewhere, and somebody posted back, hey, somebody was saying we're supposed to light candles now. I'm like, what the fuck you gonna light candles for? Have some fun. Yeah.
There's this thing right now, again, going back to the opening that I tossed into the call. There's dread, all this dread, and with dread, distraction shows up. The whole free porn thing, I love the meme where somebody says, I finished Netflix. It's
wow.
Like, yeah, it's like, okay, that's cute, but it's like, right now, I mean, you've got dread and you've got distraction. What about your dreams? Write the fucking book. Put up a web thing. Like, go watch the digital marketer things and get some ideas and get confused a bit, because like I had somebody say, thanks for sharing that digital marketer stuff in your one group, but I didn't understand it all. And it's like, I don't understand 80% of it, but I make good money. Yeah, you don't need to understand it all. Fuck it, man. I think it was Christopher Cliff. Yeah, Christopher Cliff completed a training module. He got a little diploma thing. Coolio, man. Like, I have yet to get a diploma thing. I don't stick around long enough. I get an idea and I run with it. That's just my pattern. But it's like, fuck, man, you can actually drop out of the dread and drop out of the distraction and give life to your dreams today. Oh, fuck, man. How cool is this?
So cool.
It's really cool.
but
Yeah,
you
and
got
you
to
can do
drop
it.
out of the first two.
But
You
you can
do.
do and you can do it without the pressure also, because everybody was saying the world's going to come to down. What are you going to do? It's like there's like a gun to your head, you know. I mean, just enjoy it, just have fun, just explore and play and experiment and figure it out, you know.
I'll toss this in since you
Exactly.
mentioned the G word. People tell me I'm under pressure. I've got bills due by the end of the month, all this shit. How can I possibly imagine? And I tell them, look, I had a shotgun after getting beat to death and coming back to life and finally escaping those motherfuckers in Camp Hill. I ran into the state police who shoved a shotgun in my gut, right? It's trigger time. Yeah, I imagined up a couple things real quick, effectively. Trigger didn't get pulled. Nice, right?
Yep.
Yeah. You can literally imagine something lovely when there's a gun in your gut or on your head,
Yeah.
and there's a biggie, because there's always the excuse. I can't see in my imagination, so I can't imagine anything. Yeah, you can. Well, I want to be able to see. Well, cool. Fuck around for a while. Took Neville a couple years, but he didn't wait. He imagined up a whole bunch of good shit, and eventually he could see in imagination. But meanwhile, we're listening to an audio book by Bill Bryson. It's 1927. Yeah, it's called something like that. It's really fucking good, by the way. Because when you look at like what happened between like 1918 and 1936 and 1927 being right in the middle there, oh my God, it's just a fascinating book. So I would highly suggest that if you want something to just give to you.
What's the name of the book?
I think it's 1927. We can get the exact title to you, but it's by Bill Bryson, and you can actually get him reading it on audible.com. I think there's 2 versions. Get the one with him reading it. He's just a delightful fellow to listen to. Grant Monk, look it up.
So that's an old
Down in the
audio
notes, Grant.
recording.
The other goodie, babe, is it called The House that he reads
Something
as well?
like that. Mm-hmm.
And it just through the ages, what each room was for, and it was just fascinating. Yeah, love his stuff.
Yeah, it's funny because the people go, "Oh, this is horrible. These are terrible times. The economy's going to collapse." Yeah, it happened 100 years ago. Next, right? We've had a good run with this model. Next.
Yeah, well,
Down to
I want to
70.
talk in about how Dream Driven Day has changed a lot for me. Because
Tell us about it.
I'm actually I'm living my Dream Driven days now.
Boom.
I'm getting up in the morning. I'm looking forward to doing my business stuff. I have lots of customers in my Crystal Goddess business, and I have so much fun with it. I play with money. I mean, I get a lot of money, and I play with the stocks, and I find new ways to invest money. I pay off debts. I just have more fun. And I'm doing Dream Driven Day for the 3rd time now in April. And
Boom.
I just can recommend it to everyone, because it's not that you get done with it. It's an ongoing thing. And more playmates, more fun. So,
You're unrecognizable.
Bingo.
Oh yeah.
You really are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Anya that I met whenever you came here was lovely, delightful. You're just so huggable, but you are unrecognizable in the most lovely way. Seriously,
Yeah.
it's so fucking. It's funny.
Yeah.
In that one Neville Goddard group, they were calling me a cult leader, and it's like, dude, if you got a fucking clue what my message is or why I do this, you couldn't possibly think that. Because it's like when someone gets re-fucking born and they actually have their dream-driven day. Holy shitstorm, man. And anybody can do it. I mean, they don't need the fucking course or the book whenever we put that together. It's been interesting because I've noticed the book has felt on hold until the end of this year. And I get why. right? Because this is the year you're either going to go, COVID changed the world, it crashed everything, and it fucked my life over. That's why I live in a one-room little shanty bullshit thing. Or, this will be the year where vision really fucking hits you. 2020, the year of vision. How funny is that?
Oh, absolutely. And I think another part about that too, I just now came up was like why it was related. I think earlier in the call, you mentioned something about exploring more data. One thing you can put in the book is data.
Yes. And the data's got to be coyote, so it tricks them into experiencing something.
Boom.
That's good.
Who else? Who
I'm going to jump in.
Oh,
I'm going to jump in.
Yay.
I did my dream-driven drive across the freaking country, and it was the most.
You crazy people! You were crazy people.
It was gorgeous. It was fun. It had moments of memory and lots of moments of joy. But what I realized when I got back here after flying home, sending L'Oreal and Roy the trailer bee on the truck, was that I'd ended the dream-driven drive in Eltham. That was where I'd stopped. It was Meet 20 and Victoria and the bitey dog and the lovey dog, and and Andrew and Yasmin and their delightful young ones, and Yoda, and stop. And that was where it stopped. And all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, we're going to have to fly home, or we're going to be doing 28 days of isolation, 1 in 5 star and 1 in 1 star, in hell. And during that time, just so much happened, and so much that's been said on this call has really clicked that for me. Nigel dying really threw me an absolute curveball, partly because I'd been imagining hearing, hey, he's well again, he doesn't need to be drained every 2 months. And of course that didn't happen, just clicked. Of course it did happen.
Yep, bingo.
He doesn't need to be drained every 2 months. So I honestly, this is just magical being with everyone again. Anya, I just want to hug your puppy, mate. I know how you feel.
Thank you.
I know. So there's so much to share. By the way, Joe, I love Emmett, despite the fact that he bit my boot and my sock.
Well, you were talking about Joe at the time.
True that. I know. He's a gorgeous little fluff ball, but man, he's got an attitude. And I think
you mean Joe or Emmett?
Yes. I haven't met Joe yet. I'll have to. That was the highlight of my trip, was being with you guys and really getting to experience being with you guys. Oh my God, and can you two cook? Wow.
Hoo-ha. I don't even remember what we had.
It was something really yummy, and there were potatoes. I remember the potatoes.
Oh, those taters.
And the tzatziki, good God.
Victoria.
And, yeah. Oh, and Yaz and Andrew, there were kangaroos on the way home.
Of course.
Of course, yeah. We drove at 30 k's an hour to get out of your place.
Nice.
I honestly loved every bit of that, but that to me was the end of my trip, and of course it was.
I find things fascinating. Like you all know I'm not into signs, but when I look at the fact that we live in Nillumbik Shire, which means that means like county, in the U.S. terms. We live in Nillumbik Shire, which means wasteland, in a little, let's say, suburb town called Eltham, which means home of God. We literally live in the potter's house made of clay. And it's just fascinating to me, because to me this is all about coming home. The end of your driving trip, you went from our home to your home.
Yeah.
Yep, done,
Yep.
home. You're not going to go play isolation in a hotel.
Hey.
No, we're going home. Going
Yeah.
home. Home.
Yeah.
Yo, Pilly.
What up?
Hey, this
Oh my
call's going
God.
public, just letting you know, because I don't think you were here earlier. So, like, we're sharing this one with the world. So that's the global announcement. So don't tell anyone where you buried the bodies of the boobies, Bill. How you doing?
I haven't never told anybody that stuff anyways.
I know.
I'm good. Freaking Scott told me you guys were talking about me, so I took off work for the rest of the day just to come say hi.
Oh, nice, buddy.
Nice.
I got to talk to you about remote working, because like apparently everyone's remote working now. So like I got to figure out how to remote work. So since you're my tech guy, you've got to help me figure out how to remote work from home.
Just do what you've been doing. You'll be fine.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about crass commercial Apple products, because they all like talk to each other. Yay. So yeah.
Remember that time you broke something and I was screen sharing to yours just to fix it. Remember that?
Yeah, that was
Forgot
fucking
what it
cool,
was
man.
now.
I don't know, but
Yeah, it was cool. I was doing it.
Yeah, you the man. Mm.
Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt on people. Just came in to say hello and listen in.
Cool. We're just chatting about all this
Thanks,
dream-driven
Bill.
day stuff. Oh, listen to that.
Who was that?
Dead silent.
Like Yasmin.
Love you, Bill. No, it wasn't me.
Boom.
I got told the other day that I have a sexy podcast voice. So my head's a little big.
All right.
Oh.
And we all sit here in radio silence.
If everybody wants to say it, they're not going to.
There's the yeah, isn't that so you know, there's that thing which really brings us to, or could bring us to, you know, that I forget which master class I was doing, and I mentioned this, I believe, in the club, where they talked about there's what's spoken and there's what's known. And good writing, it doesn't have the characters have to say everything. You know, it's like if I went out every day and said, I am happily married and live in a mud brick home, before every conversation, people would go, right. But sooner or later, they find out I live in a mud brick home. And almost instantly, they find out I'm happily married based on some behavior that I say. I don't have to say I'm happily married. They can tell, you know, because of something that I'm doing, something that I'm saying, a way that I'm being. And this whole thing of going into the world living your dream-driven day instead of dread and distraction, which is the hand-in-hand thing most people are falling for again. It's like, fuck, man. Like, you don't got to tell them anything. You just get to show them just by being different.
Yeah, I totally get that what's spoken and what's known is the cruncher for your sessions as well, between your setting and your scene.
Totally, yes.
It's what yeah.
I
Hi,
watch
Victoria.
one of the ratios that's changed in Victoria is the amount that needs to be auditorily processed or spoken. I live with her. With most out of, and it's one of the things that I always gauge in you guys too. There's so much more there's so much more Anya known than Anya spoken now. And it's not like she was a chatterbox before. say you need to
Babe,
talk.
you need to unplug your mic and plug it back in.
Yeah, babe.
All right, how am I doing now? Here I am. Hello.
I hear
hello.
you, babe.
Yeah.
Ooh. So it's not like Anya was a chatterbox before. If anything, she talks more now, from what I can tell. But looser is the key, right? When something is known, it's loose. You know, it's like somebody gets to go, damn, his wife's pretty blessed. And I'm not bragging me up there or her. It's just a matter of they get how much I give a shit about her. Versus I don't have to go, hi, I'm married, right? Oh, fuck, man. It's like, nah, it's just a matter of, you don't have to, this whole COVID thing, it's almost like the distractions need to be spoken about. The dreads need to be spoken about, but your dreams get to be lived.
I gotta tell him I'm married every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
You get, who?
This fucking guy.
Can't go out in town unless I take a big stick with me.
So Joe is Emmett. Bill's Brew. Ball.
Or another word starting with B.
Yeah. Who hasn't spoken yet that would like to?
I was just going to say, actually,
You?
just talking about the married thing. And, it's blown me away. Like, I've seen so many, either posts or comments or memes or, whatever. And it's all this undertone of, people whinging about the fact that they're now cooped up at home with their husbands or their spouse.
Fuck. Oh.
Fuck, man. Fuck.
Is whinging actually a word?
Yes, in Australia.
Seriously, no. I remember I was talking to somebody, and I thought they were typoing all these years. Wow. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Isn't it interesting? So this is why I love congratulatory conversations, by the way, because it gets rid of that hidden thing of my friends will hate me if I actually make good money. Right? My friends won't. I won't have anything to talk to my friends about if I don't bitch about my boyfriend. Right? That's why they can't get a good boyfriend. Or, and it's the same thing. Working from home. Oh, I'd have to be around her.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I get to be around her every day. I got to play grab ass in the kitchen this morning a little bit. Yeah. Smell.
Yep.
Oh, she smells nice today. All right. I mean, she smells nice every day almost. But it's like, fuck, man. We get to have some fun. I look forward to being home.
Yes. Andrew and I have just had 18 months of him being home, and now he's not, and all this stuff's going on and all the rest of it. It's like, fuck, I want him back home.
Yeah.
And then he had to leave this morning in the middle of the call, and it's like, fuck.
Isn't it cool that this can be the things that you can remember when? So many people are trying to do, I remember when God, these fucking semi-Neville groups are fascinating to me. I remember when the COVID was a big deal and everyone's out in the street swimming and dancing and partying because it's over. Fuck. They're in recovery in the worst way. Versus COVID hasn't changed my life except for the fact I go to the shops less and I miss my pool, but my hot tub is coming today. Praise the Holy Smiths.
Ooh, hot tub.
Hot
like
tub.
All my uni stuff, it's all gone online for everybody else, and I'm like, I'm already online.
You're already online, right?
No different for me.
Why wait for something dreadful to have a holiday? That's what people are doing.
Yeah.
They're looking forward to COVID-20.
No.
It'll be great. Yeah, then we can stay at home again.
No.
And bitch about our spouses.
Also just wanted to say something for Joe as well while I've got the talking stick at the moment.
Yes.
Oh, I love this.
So Oh, fuck, man. So I've got a friend who's really unwell. And I noticed initially when I heard about that too, there was, like I heard you, Joe, saying, you know, you're trying to do your sessions and you're trying to make it right and you're trying to fix it. And I did that too. And then I just get that this is her journey right now. And my job is to imagine lovingly. And
That's
just
it.
know that she's going to get everything she needs for now and for the next adventure.
Yeah. That's it, mate.
That's nice.
And that's all I can do. And I say all like it's nothing, but it's everything.
It's lovely when you can get, she's okay.
Yes.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
I know.
it's also lovely that we all feel her here now, even though she did not join us today.
No names, anyone.
Yeah.
No.
All right, I'm just
No.
tossing it out in case there's a res geste in the works. It's lovely when you can honestly get, I'm okay.
Mm.
The phone, I look and I
then,
see, go ahead.
yeah, I was just going to say, when I dropped that force
Yep.
of, you know, trying to fix it, what the fuck can I do? Like, surely I know all this stuff and surely I can, you know, create what I want here. Actually, no. I just, yeah, no. Drop that force and everything just shifted. It was beautiful.
You know, it's funny because, like, I think I have a friend, her name's Marie. Marie was supposed to die 25 years ago, and she hasn't yet. and it's just one of those things where I remember sitting talking to her, and she basically just got okay.
Yes.
And it's like, yeah, that's it. That relief. Whether you got one day, whether you got 100 years coming, yeah, you might as well live in the state of okay. You know, my headsets act up every 45 minutes. Okay. You know, it's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen some beautiful shifts already. So.
I appreciate that, Mama Bear.
No.
Yeah, my thing is that my nieces have already been through a lot, and I'm trying to spare them. They thought they'd have another couple of decades with their father, and they didn't. And then this news about their mother. I'm trying to stave off another tragedy, and we have enough stories in our group, our LOA group, of people who reversed cancer and put it into remission. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not going to stop doing that either.
Yep.
And it doesn't have to be a tragedy, Joe.
Well, I get the point of that, but I already saw how losing one parent, what unexpectedly, what that did to my nieces, and I'm just trying to avoid another event like that in their lives. That's what I'm trying to do.
Bless you for that.
Yeah, I was going to say, what can you imagine for them?
Any time you can bring it home, you're happy for your nieces. You're so, yeah, just how do you feel when it's, without naming names, when I check my Skype, which I don't do all that often because I'm not doing anything on the phone right now, and I see, oh, somebody called. And when it's somebody who I know is basically, if they don't have the diagnosis of COPD, they sooner or later will. It's just their pathology. And it's like, I notice. Am I going? Are they fucked? Are they? Is that a call because they're fucked? I get to notice if I'm giving life to that, or oh, cool, Jimbo called. It's that simple in a way. Just knowing, cool, Jimbo called, and giving a call back. Hey, sorry I didn't answer. I never answer. I don't have it on anymore.
And there's the difference between that dread
Yes.
or dream driven.
Yep.
Yeah. I love you, Joe.
Boom.
Love you too, yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck, man.
before we were talking about making enough money that your friends could all turn their backs on you. I also heard there can be a downside. That was a joke.
You're hilarious.
Oh, somebody's been eating grass-fed butter. That's quick. Good.
Hey, this is Tim.
Go, Timbo.
What's up, Tim?
Timbo.
Hey guys, I've enjoyed sitting in the background and listening to you all. It's lovely. And I imagined not going to work every day and spending more time with my kids. Guess what? That's what I've been doing.
Boom.
Yeah, and I've also been noticing the happy chemicals on a whole new level. So noticing the dopamine and how much false dopamine there is. How many times I want to check my phone. How many times I want to, even something stupid like go and get a drink. So just playing with the happy chemicals and seeing how they show up and almost kind of detoxing from them.
Yeah, nice.
Having a lot of space and time to just sit and be. And it feels like the world's been built up on a load of bullshit over the last however many years. And that bullshit's kind of getting purged now. It's not going to survive after this. And what's real and genuine is. So it's exciting. It's exciting. And it's also fun. I think it's fun staying away from people and telling people, whoa, keep your 2 meters. Keep your 2 meters. Everyone's got something they got in common, something to laugh about, something to joke about. Some people are miserable, but I haven't met many of them. And then the last thing, I connected with a lot of people I haven't spoken to for a long time as well. So that's been nice, reaching out, speaking to people, having a reason to.
It's interesting the amount of makeup sex that's going on. And I'm curious about how much more sex just gets to happen. Yeah. I love that the intimacy is showing up for a lot of people, whether it's on Skype or Facebook or in person. And I'm also infinitely curious about how much we can invite that to grow without having to have, quote unquote, another dread. Yeah.
I heard.
We're still working.
Say again, Tanya?
We're still working. We haven't slowed down.
Same here.
Yeah, we got lots of orders. Huge.
Boom. Nice.
I heard yesterday. I heard, I guess in China, ever since they went in quarantine first, there's a lot of people filing for divorce because they're spending more time together at home and realize it's not going to work.
Totally.
So like, remember I told you on the last call how my cat had died like the day before. A week later, because I told my wife, we can wait however long you want to get another one or whatever. And a week later, she's all like, I'm ready. And so we wanted to find one that, not like the perfect ones that everybody's going to try to snatch up. We wanted to get like those ones that maybe kind of like the car with the hail damage kind of thing. Just get one that maybe people were leaving behind. And we found this one 5-year-old cat that was born in Hawaii, born in the same city my son was born in. She's 5, but her name's Omega, and we brought her home that night. And
wow,
they told us to keep her in quarantine, for a couple 3 weeks, make sure she didn't catch any weird diseases here at the house. And so I laid with her that night, and she perched up on my shoulder and slept all night. Pretty cool.
That's cool.
Nice, Bill.
Yeah, she's fluffy. She's kind of a little bitch sometimes, but only when I do something she doesn't like.
She says that about you too.
Yeah, probably. She's a cutie though. She keeps trying to scratch away into my office though while I'm working. That's not gonna work out.
I had one of them.
She's a cutie though.
I love that you accepted the blessing into your life when it was time for it.
Well, it was either that or deal with an upset wife. So yeah. I didn't figure she'd be ready, you know, a week later, but she was. Which is
That's
cool.
like you more than her,
Huh. Maybe.
So the cat has a good podcasting voice?
No, it's weird, man. She like if you pick her up, because she always like steals my chair. Like I'll get up and just go take a leak or something and come back and she's in my chair. So I'll pick her up and she goes like really high pitched, like you're hurting her. She's just an attention whore.
Me and Bruce. So here's what I want to do. It's that time. If we're going to close up, which we are, what would you like to leave people with who are listening to the call? We could do it like, let's do it for what was your strawberry bit from the call? And as usual, I'd suggest listening to these first. So I'll go last. Whoever wants to go first.
I'll go first.
Coolio.
Because I've got about 2 seconds up my sleeve before I'm going to have to bail anyway.
Hey, brother.
Hey. That was the first thing I wanted to say. G'day, Bill. And I suppose the bit that I've missed most of the call. I've been offline for the last little while, but I'm going to go with, what I wanted to leave people with. And what I'm noticing, I noticed it on the call and I've noticed it sort of everywhere, is the opportunity for a connection that's happening. It's ridiculous to say that we're all isolating, and I'm watching more and more connection occurring.
Yep.
It's beautiful to watch. It's the perfect place to be, right? Because I can.
It's fun living in a graph paper world.
If I wanted to convey something, it's
yes.
Yeah.
Go for it.
When she's home and it's all in Boston, living my dream every day. I'm working with customers as I can be. Out of work, then still doing that and having an absolute ball doing it. And
we missed some of that, but we'll have to trust that the best made it in.
Where's RoboCop, man? Your move, creep.
I love in a graph paper world where here they're saying that there has to be 4 square meters around every person, essentially, that the seeming dots can be connected.
Yes.
Thanks, buddy. Who's next?
oh, did I lose y'all?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
No. Yes.
God damn it. Oh, that was really good what I said.
We know.
We already got that.
It came in through the space.
So I'll just finish with the last bit that I said was, Anya was saying that she's got a dream-driven day because she's at home and like everything all that's all working for her. For me, I'm at work. I'm having my dream-driven day. I'm messing with customers and causing as much mischief as I can. And the one thing that I've noticed and that I'm doing is that at the end of every day when I'm delivering cars back to clients, the only thing I'm focused on is that they walk away laughing.
Nice. Leave them better. Leave them different than when you found them.
Exactly right.
Nice.
And just watching that roll through people at the moment is glorious, and that's that connection piece that's occurring. I can see it everywhere, and people are. It's just beautiful.
Nice.
So I'll call it at that. I've just got another client to turn up.
Be well, buddy.
Love you, babe.
Bye, Andrew.
Be well, everybody. Love you all.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye, Andrew. Bye.
Ciao.
Take care, brother.
Who's next?
Oh man, okay, so normally he goes after me, so this time I'm going to go after him at this part of the call. Oh,
Hi.
yeah, it's exactly what he's saying, just connecting with everybody. Like, I saw your post about this, 20, and like, you know my reaction, right?
Yep.
Oh, fuck, man, how cool is this going to be? And just, yeah, hearing everyone's voices and just coming back to this, it's there's that home piece for me. So thank you.
Boom.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
This is
Okay.
Bill. Go ahead.
Are you saying go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Just that what we do here between all of us, we aren't connected. We've been socially distanced ever since we've known each other. But yet we love each other like crazy, and we're all family, and we couldn't wait to get on this call. So we've already been doing what everybody else is practicing at the moment. And it's one of those things, the gifts you can give to them is say, it all works. It works. If you're going to be connected to somebody, you're going to be connected to them.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter about space, time, anything.
How big is your
Just
home?
love it and go on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Boom. Like
You say home, you
lasagna.
mean a home in your dwelling place. How big is your dwelling place?
It's huge.
Boom.
It's huge. Love you guys.
Love you, Tanya.
Love you, Tanya.
Love you, Tanya.
Much love, Tanya.
Love you, Tanya.
Yeah, you're right, I guess.
Who's next?
You better know I am, Bill Perry.
Bill Perry will go. I missed most of the call because I was going to just try to work, but then I was like, I'll go say hi, because this might be the last one, whatever. But yeah.
Because you're gonna die from the loogie. Loogie's gonna get you. Loogie.
Either that or I'm gonna come down with the Rona. Who knows?
My Corona.
I'm actually I'm pretty much a homebody anyway. So if I catch it, it's because somebody blew it through my window. But yeah, I missed most of the call, so I wasn't sure exactly what you talked about. But yeah, life is cool. Just chilling and wanted to come listen to everybody talk at least for a little bit before it was over. So that's all I really got.
Happy you made it, Bill.
Yeah.
And we couldn't talk behind your back all that much, so that was a bummer for me. But
yeah, Scott was telling me you guys were talking about me, so I figured I better get in and see what's up.
Damn right. Tim.
Yes, Tim. Yeah, I enjoyed the whole call. I loved listening to everyone. I loved Joe Weldon's entry. Always fun. And the thing I give to people or leave with people, whatever it was, is just to keep playing, keep dancing, keep having fun.
Yep.
Staying off the verge.
Boom.
Fucking verge. Sick of it.
Yeah, that's the one ride in the theme park Timmy gets to go, yes or no. We'll skip that ride.
Yeah, I've ridden it many times. I'm off that.
That's right. Nice. That was like that spinny turtle thing at Kennywood. Fuck that. That's all I'm going to say. Thanks, buddy.
Jeez, it's lovely hearing you all. It's lovely. It's great to hear you, Joe, too.
Thank you.
And
Great to hear all of you guys.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And I don't think this is the last one.
Nope.
I'm dreaming
Nope.
something different than last. So that's my strawberry bit. Hearing you all.
Hoo-ha. Nice.
All right,
You know, I got that. It's like what you said about your dream-driven day, where you'll have your opportunities and problems, and it's kind of like, you know, everybody would do someday manifesting or someday living their dream life, but it's now, and it's not that it's perfect every day, but you still got everything you want, even though you have new opportunities. And that was like, it was such a relief, and it felt so good. And especially about, you know, where you want to make your home. It was phenomenal, because you can make your home wherever you want instead of being driven crazy. You're like, oh, this is home, or make your home somewhere else.
Yep.
And just the feeling of that it's incredible.
And you clean up really good in that picture there.
Nice.
I'll just jump in here. A couple of different things. One was 20 dropping, how big is your home? And for me, that expanded beyond just, you know, your domicile, of course. And it was your home with everyone else, whether they're embodied with you at the moment or not, and wherever the heck they are in the world. And that sense of the broader sense of self that encompasses all of that was just really beautiful for me.
Boom.
And the other thing was just listening to Anya. I was so blessed to get to hang out with a number of the folks on this call back in Oz. And Anya and I were kind of adventure buddies, because it was so funny. Even though she was exiting a period of maybe not getting out as much at the time, she would just say yes every time a new adventure came up. And to see how that shift has blossomed into the way she is just rocking her days now is inspiring and beautiful to behold. So, yeah, lots of love. And lots of love to all of you. My goodness.
Yep.
Mm.
I'll jump in.
I guess I'll go.
Okay.
My favorite bit was the reminder that no matter what we imagine lovingly for us, we need not worry about hurting others. And
yes,
just that reminder was good. And
nice.
One of the other things I found that I loved was the fact that I'm not the only one that can see the beauty in all this Corona crap, whatever you want to call it. So that's kind of just a kind of a blessing. So
nice. Sarah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I love being on the call with everybody. I love you guys so much.
Love you too.
Sarah, I can hardly hear you.
Oh, okay, I'll speak up. I love being on the call, and I love you guys so much. And I think that what I want to leave to the world is that there are going to be great changes, but I think we should embrace the change and keep playing. And even if things are going to be different, maybe different is going to be better now. Just play with that and have fun. And
20
not
says,
worry.
right?
Yeah. So thank you all, and good night. It's time for me to go to bed.
Wow.
And yeah, it's midnight. So
Wow.
I love you guys.
Sleep well. Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, Sarah.
Yes. Yes.
Record the church bells.
You have to wait till midnight.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
wait till
We'll
okay.
wait.
Nice.
Have you not heard the chimes at midnight, Victoria?
Yes, but we had a call with Sarah last DDD.
Yeah, it was our last call.
And
Yeah.
it was magnificent while we were doing the wind up. Her church bells rang, and it was just
gorgeous.
absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Where was that?
It was
Italy.
8:30.
Oh, nice.
I'm in Italy.
Okay.
And so it was 8:30. We were winding up because we had started it was 6 o'clock my time. And all of a sudden these church bells kept ringing and ringing and ringing. I said, it's just a reminder that we should keep remembering that we are God having the adventure of a lifetime. So it was really good.
That's cool.
Boom.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Who's next?
I'll go.
Right. Okay.
Okay. I think the best bit is this is not just a great time for us to make connections with other people, but it's also a great time to connect back with ourselves, right? And to go for that, to go for our dreams, to explore, to dive into all the things we've been dreaming about, and we've supposedly given so many excuses to not to go into. So this is the time, and also that there's many ways to be a blessing to others, even if it's just to distract them away from their dread-driven day that they're experiencing now. And I'm enjoying that. If I can just do that, if I can just distract somebody for a little while from whatever piece of bad news they're reading, then I've made waves. That's how I see it. Yeah.
Yep. Invite them to notice they're the dreamer.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll go. It's Anya. And hey, Grant, when is our next adventure? Because we had so much fun in Oz, and I'd love to do it again sometime.
Awesome. Yeah, let's let's do that. I'm going to start imagining.
Flights are right now really cheap. You can like book a flight to LA and go visit Grant.
There you go.
Yeah, sure.
Short trip.
My son just
anyway,
flew from Seattle to Arizona for $29.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a guy in New Jersey flew to Miami round trip for $80.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
It's insane that gasoline is cheaper than ever, and airline prices are cheaper than ever, and we can't fucking go anywhere.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a fucking outrage.
Yeah.
But anyway, I wanted to toss in my strawberry bits from this call, and I guess one of them is the appointed hour that we discussed, because
yes.
Yeah, I see it's a little different now, so that's
nice.
Great. And
what a
the
gift.
other part is, yeah, and the other part is, I feel like I'm so home. I'm at home with all of you. You're my family, and
yes.
It's like we all think in the same way, especially around this virus, and it's all about how we imagine things, isn't it? So yeah, thanks. A great call.
Cool.
Next.
I guess I'll go. It was just nice hearing all your voices, touching base with all of you. It's good that we're going to be a group no matter what. And I know that we are going to have more calls. And yeah, I guess my best bit was that I believe this is a perfect time and a perfect new decade to an opportunity to zoom out of what we've been doing, our normal day-to-day bullshit, to step back and say,
Yep.
this is an opportunity right now to start doing what I fucking want.
When you look at what happened from 1918 to the 30 years that followed, that's what we're looking at here. What are we going to imagine up? Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Boom.
122 years ago.
Who's next?
I guess I'll go. I don't know if I want to share with the rest of the world, but one of the things that I thought was really cool is that I haven't been in the last, I think it was maybe the last one, or anyway, I wasn't in the last Dream Driven Days because I don't want to insult any of you guys, but sometimes I got tired of hearing the same voices. And I wanted something different. I wanted something new. And all of a sudden, the next thing I hear is a lot of the people I wanted to have these conversations with were in the latest Dream Driven Day, and I'm kind of going, "That's funny. I can't wait to have a phone call with them." And here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Like it's family, and there's I was like some people I was thinking I wish they're in this. I'm call it family, not a group, because I've know these names for a long time, and there's a lot of people on this call right now who had been on either through the Dream Driven Days or the other live call series. And there's a lot of other people who've dropped off too. I'm still looking for them. And so this is a family. I think it's really cool. Just like trying to either chatting up in in one of your groups, either in the main group or any other side groups. It's great to be able to interact and dance with each other, connect. And so I think that's really a blessing for me. And thanks you for, I guess I was a blessing by
imagining it up.
Yeah, that's the best way. And you guys are blessing me with that. Thank you.
Cool.
It sounded like a ghost or something, or a monk.
I thought it was a mosque. I thought it was the nightly prayers.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. It's from here. It's from KL.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
See, there's the church bells for this call.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow.
The rest of you people are uncultured. I knew what it was.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I'll go 20.
Yo.
It's Jen. Oh, no, wait. I'm getting paged. So if there's anybody else, hold on. Sorry, my kiddos are here right now.
Paged.
Paged what? By God?
Mom!
That was about the size of it.
All right. There it is.
This, I would last because I don't want this to end. I've been looking forward to this ever since I saw the post. I think the post was like 3 minutes old. And feeling at home is like, just put that on steroids. Like that's how, can't find words.
Yep.
I'm just, and I say this often, I'm so in love with these calls. I'm so in love with the people here.
Anybody hear me now?
And sharing, just sharing what we notice, sharing life. And God, it's just incredible. Just absolutely incredible.
Yep.
I think that's cool because I think one of the last times you and I talked on the phone during these calls, you're hiding in a closet.
hey, and now your kids get to be part of the church bells for this call.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, so just thank you, everybody. It's been just a blessing, and we're going to continue to be blessed. There's no doubt about that. Oh, I'm getting paged. I love you all.
I love you too, Jen, again.
I'm going
to
Jen.
Bye, Jen.
Lovely.
Peace out.
Who's next?
I'll go. Yeah, it's my strawberry bit's been absolutely beautiful sitting here listening to you all. And there was something in the call about, even though we're distancing ourselves in the world, how we all feel there's greater connection and how we can, and I really love that. And because I guess for me, I used to distance myself a lot, and yet I'm sort of feel drawn in almost like into a spider's web. That's what it feels like. It's just gorgeous. So thank you.
What I hear right there too, though, reminds you just your voice, tonality, or whatever words you want to use.
Yes.
It reminds me of when you wanted to be a part of.
Yep.
Yeah. Got you.
That's where I hear coming from.
Such a much richer bathing right now.
So lovely to hear.
Lovely,
your voice,
darling.
Victoria.
Yes.
Victoria.
And richer bathing from so many. I'm thinking, I think that
Totally.
was I heard, but from so many, many. The shift in just the tones of the voice, you know, and the relaxed breath is really that's bathing in itself. You know,
that's it.
That's really I don't know. Just empowering. I love it.
Revealing.
There it is. Yeah.
I like the popcorn.
Is that everyone?
Not quite.
Oh gosh.
No, I was just remembered. I don't remember if I put it in the club or in the September DDD group, where I'd had my giant waffle cone full of cookies and cream ice cream, and after I'd won a little bit that night, and I was just thinking, that's that same feeling, like when I nail a night at a casino or when I find a super good deal at the store, and the same feeling I have from this call, just that bright-eyed smile, like, fuck, this is it, guys.
That's good, Jesse.
So that's a bit worth generalizing into everything.
Yeah.
So for me to hear that same kind of feeling from everyone's viewpoint as we've gone through this call, just wow, that's my big strawberry bit. It's just that being able to generalize, just that bright-eyed, I feel the love feeling from all of us.
Boom. Thanks, buddy. Anyone else? God, the sun has just crossed over the border here up in the trees. Talk about a perfect, wow. I look at that and I'm blown away. The second thing that blows me away, I look over at our gate's wide open, and the puppies were out on their own this morning, and they know to stay home. And it's not a defensive staying home. It's they love being here. They could have left. They didn't. You can leave your home at any time, and I suggest that you keep expanding your home so you can never possibly leave it. In the most recent Dream Driven Day, and maybe even the club, I can't remember. Yeah, one of the things that I brought up was a state is where you play within. It's not a place you defend. But so many people look at the posts and the groups that go, they're trying to defend their state against the outside world instead of having this lovely, luscious garden, playground, adventure theme park called home. The sun's rising up here in a way that's just absolutely magnificent. The gates open, the puppies could have gone anywhere, and they love the kingdom here. You're the kingdom. God, I'm so looking forward to what's coming up. More on that soon. My strawberry bit is you guys showing up to play. Fuck, this is lovely. And hearing all the shifts. Ah, fuck, man. I got to go to the dog park. Yeah, I'm going to carry this with me. Feel bad for the motherfuckers I meet there. Sweet. And for all the swearing, I'm thankful for that, because it's that candidness. Whenever you guys stop editing your lives, you get to write them. And everyone out there's playing the edit game right now. Right. Beautifully. Love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you, Tony.
You guys.
Love you guys.
Love you
Love you all.
guys.
Love you guys.
Love you all. You guys
Bye.
are awesome.
Everybody.
Talk to you soon.
Yes.
Bye.
You're all right, I guess,
Bye.
all of you.
It's been real. It's been real. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. I get it. But
My dad tells me that all the time.
yep. All right, take it easy, everybody.
Love you, everyone.
Peace out, dog.
Yeah. See you.
Blessings to all. Blessings to all.